guys don't know, I was number 72 on the Trump coin leaderboard. It cost me $480,000, and this is all I got at the event. This hat they gave away to pretty much everyone. They had 220 bags, and that's pretty much all I got.
Lamar, you're better than this! Lamar, what are you doing? Shame on you, Lamar!
My little brother paid $500,000 to have dinner with the President of the United States, and you know what he got? You know what they gave him? This hat and a deck of cards. Are you kidding me? Maybe you know, maybe you don't know about the gala that was held yesterday at the Trump International Golf Course in Washington, D.C. I mean, it's technically Virginia, but it's basically the Trump National of D.C. So they held a Trump coin dinner, and it was a gala, and my little brother invested $500,000 just to go to this dinner and have dinner with Donald Trump. Donald Trump went, but he was only there for a little bit. My brother couldn't even get a picture with him because he left so quickly. Also, oh my goodness, the food that they served. He was saying a Big Mac from McDonald's would have been better than the steak that they served. He said it tasted like Walmart steak. That is so sad, but so funny at the same time. Like, are you joking? You would think that the dinner would be more delicious. And initially, I was upset that I didn't get an invite because I actually also am an investor in this cryptocurrency, but I didn't get an invite, and I was kind of pissed initially about it. But now I'm not, because apparently I didn't miss much. It's just so funny. As an older sister, it's like a funny way to tease him. You spent $500,000 for a hat. Oh man, I'm sorry, but I just had to laugh. Okay, bye.
They didn't give us any pizza at the Trump event, so I'm gonna give pizza away. 2, 3, 4.
So everybody heard about the Walmart steak from the Trump dinner. It was actually my brother, the one who ate that steak and reviewed it as such. These are also his cars. He has been very, I wouldn't want to say Republican, but I would say conservative maybe his whole life. But here's the thing, as you can tell maybe by my hair, I am the token liberal of the family.
And we don't like that.
And I'm bringing him over to my side. We got one more, baby. We got one more. Yes.
He's independent. Now wait till the money comes back. Then you're going to see.
Let's wait for that next election and see what really happens here.
Let's wait till 6 more months.
But here's the thing. I get to reap the best benefits of it because he got these cars and got rich off of being a Republican. And now he's a liberal and he still has the cars.
He's not a liberal.
How fun is that?
Do not confuse liberal with independent, okay? And he has his thoughts, but he still voted for,
Who? Why won't you say it?
Because I don't want to.
Why?
Because the vote is private.
But why won't you say it if you're so proud?
Because it's
then
private.
Say the word.
It's private.
But then say it, Mama. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So some people who attended the Trump's Memecoin event came back complaining. A lot of them came back and was telling us what they had to endure at that place, the kind of thing they ate, the food they ate, and how he didn't stay back for the dinner, and yet they paid a lot of money and wasn't still able to meet the president, or interact with him at all. So some of them paid for access. Imagine paying $480,000 to attend a dinner only to be served a steak that looks like a Walmart steak. Anyway, a lot of them have a lot of things to say. I'm just going to let some videos I've gathered for you guys through, then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Credit to all creators on this video. So let's go watch, then I'll come back with a commentary.
Hey everybody, I wanted to get on here really quickly and talk about Trump's Memecoin dinner from the other night. Holy shit, was this a fiasco. So not only were they served a trash ass dinner, nobody got to meet the president. Nobody actually got access to the president, even though these people donated hundreds of millions of dollars for this dipshit's Memecoin. One influencer, in fact, donated almost $350,000, and he said that the steak was basically like a Walmart steak and that he would have rather had like McDonald's or pizza. I mean, this is a picture of the meal right here, okay? I mean, it doesn't even take up half the plate. And what the fuck is that white thing on the right? Is that like fish, or is that like a giant scallop, or is that like a piece of brie or something? What is that, right? I mean, I would have been pissed off as well. It's literally like they served leftover Trump steaks from the 90s. When you think about it, this has been one of the biggest scams in political history. Trump has made billions of dollars on this whole meme coin bullshit. And for what? It's literally worth nothing. It goes with the whole thing of like, how much is something worth? It's worth what people are willing to pay for it. And Trump literally capitalized on his own bullshit. And I mean, Jesus Christ. I hope the people that paid out the ass for that shit look back one day and realize how fucking stupid they were. I really do. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, like the video, and I'll talk to you later.
One of the dumbass influencers who paid millions of dollars to attend Donald Duck Memecoin fucking dinner is upset because he was fed Walmart steaks and had no access to the president. It's almost like we told you he was a fucking con artist, love. Almost like he has bankrupted 6 of his fucking businesses, love. He failed a fucking casino, love. But we were told we were fear-mongering it.
Our favorite con artist in chief, Donald Trump, going to have his little crypto dinner with his little millionaire and billionaire friends, some of whom are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even into the millions, to buy Orange Daddy's crypto. And then they go to this fancy pants party and they have to eat Walmart steaks. So sad. So below them. But anyhow, some of the cast of characters there are people who, under the Biden administration, were being investigated by the Security and Exchange Commission. Justin Sun is his name. This guy here. Real hero of the people, right? Sure, great. And of course, Trump surrounds himself with criminals like himself. Anyway, also a lawyer, Justice Clarence Thomas's lawyer, who was there. And Justice Thomas is big bad. Him and his wife. Look it up. Take care.
So some people are speculating that the reason why he's holding such dinner is to get people closer to him, right? It's just a way to, make people to get closer to him, have access to him, and some of them will not be able to face any sort of issues or penalty if they go through stuff, according to some of these people, these creators, right? Some people have speculations like they feel that he shouldn't have even had any kind of dinner, okay, aside being a president. Anything that he has to do has to come as a president and not him having a personal dinner with people, having a personal business that some people will want to, buy off whatever thing he's selling just because they want to get access to him and all that, right? And you guys, this was a private dinner that he had, okay, with some few people who paid for, I think about 200 of them who paid, for heavily for this particular dinner. And some of them came out and start complaining that, what, this dinner wasn't even worth it in the first place. They didn't have, what it takes, right? And some of them said they tasted the dinner that was given to them, the food. It was tasting like Walmart steak, right? And some people are like, what does it even look like? What does that food, what's even in that food in the first place, right? For someone who is paying about $480,000 or someone who pays 500 plus should have a good, very good dinner, right? If you go for anything at all, you should be able to have very great dinner. But some of them came out and was really complaining, and some person were like, we never missed anything at all if this is exactly what you guys got at that dinner, right? And to think that some people are also complaining that they didn't get to meet the president or even have a direct access to him, that the reason why they paid that money was to have access. But it seems that there was better plans and not what they all hoped for.
So y'all remember how Republicans dragged Hunter Biden through the mud because as a means of his sobriety, he turned to art and he started painting. And then people started buying his paintings. And then y'all trashed and said the paintings were terrible and that people were just buying the paintings as a means to curry favor with Hunter so that they could get access to his father, who was at the time the vice president and then later the president. Y'all remember that, right? You remember that. But y'all ain't got nothing to say about Syphilitic Sid and his little gala dinner party that he had for all the people who literally bought worthless crypto coins. The coins are worth nothing. But you know how much Trump made? $148 million is what he made in one night from all the people who bought the coins so that they could attend the dinner and be there with him. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about all the people who were trashing the dinner. Them people said he served them Trump field salads and steaks from Walmart that taste like trash. and dry rolls. And I feel like that's so on brand, right? I just feel like that is so on brand that this man would literally charge these people roughly $1 million per attendee to come eat some trash food. I feel like that is so on brand. And we can talk about the corruption in plain sight later, but I don't understand why people ever expect anything better from that man. I will never understand. Like, I did a video yesterday talking about the cult that is MAGA and Trump supporters, syphilitic Sid supporters. Like, the one dude, Nicholas Pinto, he's like 25 years old and he's a millionaire, right? And now he's a social media influencer. He said he would have appreciated had they just served Big Macs or pizza. Because for the amount of money they spent, the food was horrible. That's it. Again, we can talk about the corruption in plain sight later, right? But that tickled the hell out of me.
So you're mad that he served you Walmart steaks at an event, it's supposed to be a big private event for his friends, and you have raised, I believe, $360,000 for his cause, and you want to get mad that he served you Walmart steaks and the food was the worst you've ever eaten, so you said. Now, look at how this man is running the country and tell me why you thought that you would get something a little bit better. I get that you're some top MAGA influencers, but this man is out for himself. He don't care for nobody else. So, just because you did that, along with everybody else that he's screwing over, that has done something positive for him, don't think that you're entitled just because you've helped him out. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why you thought that you was gonna get something more than Walmart steaks and some good food. This man is bare minimum at the most, bare minimum. So, I'm sorry you feel that way and all that good stuff, but yeah, no.
I think a lot of people are not surprised at what they got, right? That these influencers who attended, they just wanted to belong. They wanted to be a part of the big boys and all that. But all of a sudden, they forgot that nobody really cares, right? They feel that he was doing this for himself and not caring about any other person. And that's what these guys are just trying to mention, okay, or point out to them that what were you really thinking in the first place? If you have such amount of money, why invest in such? Okay, but I think there is a kind of money you have and you just want to be a part of something or just feel like, how much is this money? Let me just put it here. If I can get access, you know what it is? Getting access to the United States president, that's a lot, you guys. I think that's just what these guys were trying to do. They wanted to, belong to a particular category. So they decided to put in their money where they feel that it was necessary, only for them to, get there and were not able to have access to him directly just as they wanted. Well, I don't know what you guys make of this, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, right? Share your thoughts with me. Will you invest $380 or even $480, $1,000, yeah, to attend a presidential event? Let me know in the comments. Okay, will you want to do that? Share your thoughts. I know that a lot of you be saying no, you can't, but trust me, do you think that there is a kind of money you have and you wouldn't mind dropping such amount of money to really attend such great gathering, just to be in the midst of the who is who of the society? Even though people are pointing out that some people who have some fraudulent activities, like the guy who is being investigated according to these creators, some of them are like, he's there, he's not supposed to be there in the first place, if at all you're trying to paint yourself well and all that. But people are like, just speaking out. But I want to hear from you guys. Would you want to spend such amount of money to just be a part of a dinner that is being hosted by the president? If you have a lot of money, right? Everything in the world that you need is already provided, so you just have $480,000 to invest to be a part, to get a ticket to be invited for a presidential dinner. Would you be investing that, especially when it's Trump? Will you want to do that? Let me know what your thoughts are, guys, in the comments. Okay, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I look forward to seeing you all on my next video. So give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Bye, guys.